Listen, it's been a long day. It's been a long day. So I was like, listen, I don't care if it's 12 o'clock at night. I'm going to do this class for my students, all right? Gotta get the job done. Today was pretty busy. As we speak, Lightseers Connect has 900 members. 911 as we speak. And I'm just excited to see, as time go along and these videos roll out, people go back and watch where we'll be. Where we'll be like 3 months from now, 6 months from now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited. So it is nighttime and I usually do it during the day. So if the lighting looks a little different, it is because we're setting things up for the nighttime. And I wanted to go ahead and release this video, this class. So I just want to thank y'all for making it to week number 4. For those of you that's new to this, I hope that you're getting a little more comfortable in watching the videos. Hope you're learning a lot. I did get feedback from some of the other students how they are enjoying the class. And a lot of saying, you're hilarious. Listen, I just do what I do. I don't mean to be hilarious. I just do what I do. I like to laugh. I like to smile. I like to have a good time. But in the midst of that, y'all know we're going to get down to business. We're going to learn. We're going to educate. And we're going to get down to business. All right? So this class is going to teach you some core basics of symbolism when it comes to witchcraft. So it is not long at all. So I added a bonus lesson to this, and we're going to talk about moon magic. All right, so this class is not going to be long and drawn out. I'm going to hit it, and you're going to learn. We're going to move forward. But before we get started, I want to open up the atmosphere, bring us all in together on one accord. All right, so let us breathe. Let us breathe. Normally, just breathe normally. Okay, I need this. Whew. Just bring it all in together. Just think about how beautiful the day has been. Even if you had a challenging day, just thank your ancestors, thank your spirit guides for giving you the strength to walk through, giving you the wisdom. And even if you flopped, even if you dropped the ball, if you did something that you wish you could take back, Spirit's going to fix it. So just be grateful that you're here, that things are working out in your favor. And tomorrow's a new day to do something different, to do something new, and to begin again. Okay? So before we go into the Spirit together for our lesson, let's breathe in and out 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in, blow out long. Stretch your neck to the right, to the left, front, back. Just loosen up. Move those shoulders around. Loosen up. Oh, my back cracked. That felt good. Just loosen up. Get ready for the Spirit just to speak to you. Open up your mind. Open up your heart. Whew. Yes. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and breathe in. All right. Let's get started. Make sure you got your incense. Make sure you have a candle burning. Okay? But have something going so that you can invite spirit in to your atmosphere. All right? I want to light a candle, but I don't want to shuffle things around too much. I really want to light a candle. I got to follow spirit. Y'all just bear with me. Okay? And there may be times like now, I didn't feel like going in my suitcase, but spirit said you need to light a candle. I'm going to be obedient. Got my tea light here. And if you feel led in your spirit to light a candle, please do so. Okay. Okay, let's get started with our lessons. We're talking about the witches' rooms, all right? This is what the different symbols look like, okay? I'm going to provide this under the video so you can download it and have it, all right? This is from my teacher's guide, so know that y'all special, all right? So guard this, keep this close to your heart, and learn. All right, here we have 6 symbols, and that's what runes are. They're symbols that those that are in, witchcraft, that practice spiritualism. There's 6 key symbols that you need to know. And you can also use this if you want to add symbols and everything to your spell work. Um, Also, if you want to make business cards, you can use it for that. You want to place these on your website, you can use it for that. Anything you want people to just know, okay? Some people just out here like that, you know. The one that people are really familiar with is the pentacle. If you want people to know, listen, a witch lives here. This is a witch card, whatever, and it's up to you. It's totally up to you, okay? All right, the first symbol is called the triple moon. The triple moon. It represents the phases of life, death, and rebirth. Goddess energy, maiden, mother, and crone. All right? The pentacle. It's a symbol of protection. The pentacle encompasses all of the elements in unity. All the elements that we use, the air, the water, earth, fire, the things that we use to manipulate the energy, okay, to do our spell work, to get things done. All right, so the pentacle is very popular. I plan on getting a necklace. I may get a ring. There's a few items that I saw on Amazon for myself. May get some earrings and go from there. And also, it's a teachable moment. If somebody comes to you and say, "Oh my gosh, that's teach them what it is about." Okay, the Star of David looks just like this. If you want to go there, but it is the pentacle, and it is also a symbol of protection. So it's great to put on your spell work. My student today, my first Divine School of student, my Divine School student, Divine School of Magic's first student. I'm trying to get together, okay? Been a long day. She put, she drew the pentacle on the jar where she did her protection work because it symbolizes protection. And I'm telling you, she posted it in the Sacred Coven group. That thing is something to reckon with. It's total magic. It was a candle, a regular tapered candle, pretty big candle, on top of a pretty sized good jar. Okay? pretty good sized jar, and she burns it, and the wax burned up. Yeah, wax flows down, but it burned up. It burned different shapes and ways, and she was able to read the wax and see what was going on. And then she drew a card that confirmed what the wax did. It was phenomenal. It was phenomenal, y'all. I may try to. I don't know if I'm able to post that here, but if you want to see even years down the line, just let me know. I've got to figure out a way so y'all can see it. But it was phenomenal spell work. All right, the spiral. It represents the journey from blindness to enlightenment. The labyrinth. Okay, you waking up. You're waking up. You know, you what we call you wasn't woke, but now you woke. You're here, and you're seeing that it's more to this thing. You're seeing, okay, what I thought about witchcraft and hell and good and evil is not so. It's totally different from what I was taught. So you're reconditioning your mind, or maybe you're still there. You're like, oh, this whole thing is a shock. Okay, but just know you're in the spiral, because now your spiritual eyes are open, really open. You're being enlightened. All right, this is a journey that only you can take for yourself. You can talk about it, you can share, but it's a journey that you can only take for yourself. All right, the horned god. It represents masculine energy tied to nature, the wilderness, sexuality, and the life cycle. Right? The Ankh represents the essence of life, force flowing infinitely, eternal life. Okay? If you don't know, now you know. When it comes to the cross, which symbolizes Christ's death, the cross represents death. That's all it represents. Death. And people wear it around their neck. We put it on people's head. We did, because I was the pastor, okay? Put that symbol on people's head, and we wonder why people going through. Yikes. Right? Yikes. Because they put the cross on the door and everything. It represents death. Woo. Now you know. You want to draw the Ankh on stuff. So now when I bless my spiritual tools, if I have to anoint, my home, now I draw the Ankh, baby, just like this. You feel me? Okay. And so the Ankh represents the male and the female genitals. Okay. The open part represents the womb. This right here represents the life force, the fallopian tubes, all right? And then this represents the male penis going into the womb. We know it's on my ears, like that. Life, reproduction, all the good things that we were trying to manifest, okay? I will never wear a cross again. So if you have crosses, please speak with spirit. Should you keep these items? I don't care if it's your favorite piece of jewelry. When you become enlightened, when your eyes are open, you gotta flow with spirit. We're graced with things that we're ignorant to, but once we are open and we understand it and we know the truth, go with the truth. And some things you're gonna have to get rid of, and it's gonna be painful. It's not easy at all. But once you obey spirit and get the truth and you're enlightened, you ain't going to want to turn back. You are not going to want to turn back. All right. And the last symbol is the triple spiral. It represents personal empowerment related to earthly life, afterlife, and reincarnation. It's the cycle of life, going and going and going. It's so many things going on at the same time, but this is how the spirit world goes. This is how the spirit world goes. We think we see something in the physical. Can you imagine being able to see everything that's going on in the spirit realm? And thank goodness spirit just gives us parts of it. I don't think our natural mind on this side can handle if the spirit was to really show us everything that's going on in the spirit world on this side while we're in this body. I don't think we could handle it. I think it would really run us insane. It would probably scare us. It would probably put us into a deep trance. It would probably shock us. It'll be a lot. But there's a lot going on. All right. So this spiral represents the earthly life, the afterlife, and reincarnation. Okay. And I'm hoping my stream is still going. I'm not going to bother it. Okay. All right. And so this is going to be accessible to you right under this video. Just download it and it's yours. All right. And so that's that. That's easy, right? That is easy. So if you see these symbols anywhere, you know what's up. Okay, so our bonus lesson. This is very important because we were taught in church, if that's your background, we were taught that zodiac signs and all of that was of the devil. Okay. But imagine what I'm about to share with you. Imagine if they would have taught us otherwise. How far along would we be? You understand? So in this realm, on this journey, it's very important that you begin to follow and understand the cycles, the phases of the moon. Because when stuff is going on with the moon, stuff is going on in space. When all that's moving and shifting, that's how we get all this weird stuff on Earth. Okay? And you could kind of see it. You know, I remember some years ago being young, and then I started to see throughout my life there was certain things that would happen to me during the same season every year. It could be a blessed summer and a sad winter every year. Or my money could be high during the spring, or my money, when the fall come in, money's just what happened. And if I would have understood, if somebody would have taught me that it's the retrograde, it's the shifting of the planets, you know, people emotions, their signs, the zodiac signs is going crazy because that moon or that planet, you know, the moon or the planet, you know, they moving and shifting different ways, you know, that will help us understand the cycles in our life and also prepare for certain things and change some things. We could have really worked in our magic and had things operating in our favor. But that's then, this is now. The good news is now that we know, we know. Okay? So let's talk a little bit about moon magic. Moon magic is a powerful way of connecting with the natural rhythms of the cosmos. The basic idea behind moon magic is that we begin to work in harmony. That's the key word. When we didn't know, it was a mess. All right? So when you begin to learn, you begin to work in harmony with the moon's phases. That means learning and keeping note of when the moon is waxing and waning, and planning out spell work and rituals according to these natural cycles. So not only will you begin to understand the cycles, what's going on, you can plan. Like I told you, fall month. Say, I want to say September, October, November. You know, I always had this trauma happen to me in my relationships, in my marriages during that time. If I would have known that what I'm learning now, I could do some spell work to prevent that. Some protection spell work, banishing spell work, some sex and love magic, all of that. And I wouldn't have to have suffered those things I suffered during those times. All right? By working with the mighty ebb and flow of the moon's energy, we can enrich our magical practice and find a deep and meaningful alignment with the natural world. To get started with moon magic, the first thing you need to do is become acquainted with its 8 phases. You can do this by printing out a lunar calendar. And also, we know you can go into your app store of your phone and get one that jumps out at you. So you can start to learn and follow the phases. Okay, so and keeping it in your grimoire. If you prefer working digitally, you can track the moon on your phone. I just said that. All right. So these are the phases of the moon and the correspondences if you want to jot this down. And so the cycle of the moon is counterclockwise. All right. I always like to show this. Counterclockwise, going my way, going to the right. Okay, going to the right is if you had a clock with the arms on it, going this way. That's how it moves. That's clockwise, right? Counterclockwise, okay? Clockwise, I'm explaining to you. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, back at 12. All right? And also in spell work, I explained this to y'all in another video. When you're bringing something to you, when you're stirring it, or when you are cleansing something, you want to bring that thing to you, say abundance, love, you're going to do clockwise. If you want to take something away from you, banishing, protection, moving somebody out the way, any type of spell work, justice spell work, somebody to leave your man alone, whatever. Okay, if it's negative, you want to go counterclockwise. That takes it away from you. That's just doing the smoke. That's doing the stirring. If you're doing a potion and somebody's going to drink it and you want them to come out of a thing, counterclockwise. But that is the moon cycle. It moves counterclockwise. All right? So we have the new moon. The new moon represents new beginning. It represents vision, cleansing, and setting intention. All right? If you're in a month and have a new moon and you know you need a new beginning, you know you need, something fresh and new for your vision, for your business, for your home life, for your craft, all right, that is the time to do that spell work. All right? You want moon water. Okay, you want to create moon water with those ingredients spiritually. You would put that water out during the new moon. All right? The waxing crescent, initiative, action, manifesting, attraction, and luck. All right? So if you want to manifest something, if you want to attract something, you want to draw more luck in your life. You know how some people say, I've been down on my luck. If you want to be up on your luck, that's when you would do that spell work. All right, then we have the first quarter moon. That's learning, momentum, strength, and fertility. Fertility spells, you want to light a candle. You want to maybe have intercourse during that time. Just ask spirit what to do. That is the time for that. You want to pick up momentum. Maybe you've been dragging your feet, or maybe you have a court case or some paperwork that you need to push through. That's a great time to do that spell work. Sometimes people get court cases. They're waiting on money to be released. Some people have, I don't want to mention that, accidents. They're waiting for money to be pushed through, and you need it to go a little bit faster. First quarter, moon phase, is when you would do that spell work. Waxing gibbous. That's GIBBOUS. Refine, gestation, patience, growth, and protection. If you want something to be planted and you want it to grow, okay? You want something to be refined. All right, you need more patience. Whatever the situation is, that is the time to do that spell work. Full moon. The new moon and the full moon, baby. You want some power, superpower. Full moon. There's a time of power, fulfillment, fruition, charging, and healing. If you need to really supercharge your tools, your tarot cards, your singing bowl, your crystals, stuff you got on your altar, your pendulum, if you got products just sitting around waiting to be sold, put that under the full moon, baby. The best way I can explain it is like having a man and you adding Superman. Having a woman, you adding Superwoman. You just putting that super on the natural. Now the other phases are powerful, but if you want the max, that new moon and the full moon will give you what you want. All right? If you use an anointing oil, I'm getting ready to create an anointing oil for money. All right? And it's going to have all the herbs and spices in there that represent money. But I'm going to look at the calendar. I should know, right? I can't remember right now. And I'm going to make this oil. And I'm going to sit it under the full moon. Okay, y'all already know. The waning gibbous. Reaping, cleansing, balancing, banishing. You want to banish something from your life and you need that extra that's when you will do that spell work. Last quarter, transition, relinquish, release, and share. That's all about letting go. You know how we say let go and let God? Let go and let spirit. Let go and let your ancestors. Let go and let your spirit team, your spirit guide. That is the time to prepare for a transition. Maybe you got to change your job. Maybe you got to move to another city. You know, change. Maybe you're going through a hard time of divorce, or maybe you are a newlywed. This is the time to do that spell work and to really open up so that the spirit can do what it do. The waning crescent. Surrender, reflection, self-care, and meditation. Surrender. You know how we fight against things in our life begin to change and we fight up against it? I'm well known for that. I used to hate change because we used to move a lot as children, and I was like, I went to 3 different high schools. My 4 years of high school. And one of the high schools I went to twice. Where they do that at? I know. But it was always change because mama was running from her problem. And you know who she was running from? My grandmother. I just want to get away from that woman, blah, 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 blah. Instead of sitting there and letting go and letting God, she had me and my baby sister just all over the place. So I went to 3 different high schools. It's amazing that I graduated because it was very stressful, but I made it through. All right. So this is what it looked like. Take a look at that. Okay. So lunar magic is a specific magic that is co-created with the cycles of the moon. Spirit may speak to you. I want you to work with the moon. Just learn stuff. Don't ever come into this and say, I don't want that. Some of you that's watching, some of you say, I don't know about that, Tiyi. I don't know about the cards. I don't know if I'm going to do what you... You can say what you won't do. So you have to be open. And the best way to discover where you fit, just be willing to learn. Even if you're not interested in adding something to your craft. Even if you feel, that's what it usually is, you're really not confident. So you say, I don't want to deal with that. Because we watch people flow in their gifts like tarot readers. It's some bad to the bone tarot readers on YouTube. Honey, they be flipping them cards. And yes, I see. They get another card. I used to watch that and feel intimidated. And I said, I don't know about that. But I was drawn to the tarot card. So I did my best. I got the information that I need, and I just started to learn. I just put out of my mind that I can't do that. I put out of my mind that I want to do it like her. But I said, well, I'm just going to be open. I'm going to learn these cards, and we're going to see how it goes. And honey, I fell in love with it. I got so many tarot decks and oracle cards. It used to be oracle cards because I'm really good with my intuition. But you got to have that general knowledge when it comes to tarot card reading. And I'm in love with it. And honey, today, let me tell you, today, I did a temperature reading in the group. And baby, them cards was a flipping. And I was a reading. I was like, is this me? Okay, spirit. But in the beginning, if I just would have kept a closed mind, I wouldn't have gotten to this point. You know what I'm saying? So just learn. You may not be interested, but learn and see where the spirit takes you. Okay? So spirit may tell you to do the lunar magic. Or work with consciously and intentionally. Lunar magic is the most effective tool we have found for long-lasting manifestation results. Because, honey, if you've ever stood under the sky with a full moon, once you become aware, once you become knowledgeable, my God from Zion. And what the church say, my God from Zion. You stand under that moon, you're talking about power. You can feel the power of the... It gives you a greater respect, what we call for our solar system. It gives you a greater connection to the elements. It gives you a greater connection to spirit. It gives you a greater and deeper connection. And I think passion and love for your craft. So every spiritual worker, every witch, every warlock, whatever you, every shaman, whatever you consider yourself, healer, hoodoo practitioner, y'all need to know how to connect with the moon. And don't make an excuse that I can't understand all that. You're not going to understand it at first. It's not going to make sense. You may understand this and that when you're trying to figure out and try to put it with the zodiac sign. Just read. Just learn. Just educate yourself. And as you go along in your craft, spirit will make it make sense. Stop putting so much pressure on yourself. If you know you're called to this, if you know this is now your life, just read, just learn. You're right here in the right place at the right time at the Divine School of Magic. I call it divine because this is from the divine one. From the people we cannot see. Whatever your divine one looks like to you. Okay? This is from what people will call a heavenly realm. A spiritual realm. Just learn. I just feel spirit telling me to tell you, just read up, just learn. All right? And you may pick up a book and you're trying to read about the zodiac signs and the different houses, the different levels. I'm telling you, it is levels to this shit. It is. But just read. All right? Light an incense. Set your intentions before you crack open that book. Spirit said, I'm going deeper. I must gonna be bad to the bone with this zodiac stuff. And I am not. I'm like, I am not interested. But the more I learn about the moon, the more intrigued I get. The more open I get. The more inquisitive I get. You know what I'm saying? So I'm ready. I'm like, oh, this is what's up right here. Let me learn more. So get that book. Go to Amazon, get a book about moon magic, and go from there. And you may read the book and don't understand a damn thing that just happened. You may just, like, I read that book. Just let it sit. Let's let it marinate. And I guarantee Spirit gonna make you understand. Gonna make it make sense. Okay, I'm gonna read this again. Lunar magic is a specific magic that is co-created with the cycles of the moon. The energies of the different phases of the moon are worked with consciously and intentionally. Lunar magic is the most effective tool we have found for long-lasting manifestation results. Okay? Period. Okay, so I'm going to tell you how to prepare for moon magic. This is for the new moon, but it's not just limited to the new moon. You may want to do a bath ritual, or Spirit may teach you how to customize your own ritual for any of the moon phases that I mentioned already. But this is a bath ritual exclusively for the new moon. So having a bath ritual gifts you with the precious gift of quiet time and space alone. Use this time to reflect on what you'd like to release from your life. Once you've clarified the thing to be removed, be it a negative thought pattern, a bad habit, or a toxic relationship, work with the cleansing element of water to remove these harmful energies. The beauty of a bath ritual is that negative energies are literally flushed down the drain along with the bath water. When you are having your bath ritual, really focus on the thing you want to remove. Take some time to clarify your intention and then work with the cleansing energy of the water, as well as any magical correspondences you have chosen to release these energies into the water. When you have finished bathing, visualize the negative energy draining away along with the water. Working with the energy of the new moon and new moon correspondences further boost the magic of a cleansing bath ritual, as the new moon offers an opportunity to set new beginnings and start over. It is the ideal lunar phase for partaking for magic focused on cleansing and relief. Take some time for yourself to practice a bath ritual during the new moon phase to release and recharge and get ready for what lies ahead. And again, I said you can do this for any of the moon phases. It could be a full moon ritual. Okay, it can be a crescent moon ritual. It can be a first quarter ritual. You understand? You can customize it to whatever you want. All right. So, the issues, intentions, and powers for the new moon phase. This is a phase for planting seeds, tending to the underground, setting intentions, aligning with new cycles, imaginings, initiation, dreaming, envisioning, recharging, hope, renewal, and rest. Say you're doing this for a full moon bath ritual. Go and look that up. Go and look. If you just want to learn all about the full moon, I think that everybody that's a part of Divine School of Magic, please learn a lot about the full moon. If you start to read and research about the magic of a full moon, it's going to make you want to learn more about the moon phase. Start with the full moon. Start right there, and I guarantee you, okay, I bet you $100 that you'll want to know more. That's why I love magic. Okay? The more you get, the more you want. It's just like Lay's potato chip. You can't eat just one. flavor she got. You know what I'm saying? That's how magic is. Period. You know? Okay. So the moon magic correspondences. The moon traditionally corresponds with the feminine, psychic, and intuitive gifts. So when it says correspondences, that is basically saying like a matching game. This goes with this. You understand? There's certain things that you do with certain colors and certain elements, and there's a flow. Yes, we can create and customize different spells and rituals and ways of doing things, but there's some things you just can't have one without the other. For instance, if you do a money jar or abundant spell work, you're going to always see, when it comes to abundance and money, cinnamon. Cinnamon is the number one thing that draws in abundance. Cloves, nutmeg, mint, okay, just to name a few. Green, gold, anything shimmery, sparkly. See, those things go together. And as you learn those things, as you learn those correspondences, as you learn those different ingredients, take your time, one step at a time. After a while, it'll start coming to you. You know how, those of you that's cooks, you know how you may have had to write down a recipe or something. Say you didn't know how to cook. Can you remember the time that you didn't know how to cook? But somebody gave you a recipe, or you watched somebody, and after a while, you made their recipe, you watched them do it. You may have done it exactly how they did it, but then you get a little more confident. You start to add your twist and turn to it. All right? Spirit start to reveal things to you, how to do things a little differently. You start to add your own customized way of doing things to the correspondences. That's when the creativity happens. That's when the creativity, that's when the magic happens. But just learn the basics, okay? So when working with moon magic, you might like to focus on incorporating traditional correspondences. These include everything to do with the ocean, such as sand, pearls, coral, shells, seawater, and ocean sounds. Crystals associated with the moon include selenite, clear quartz, lapis lazuli, and moonstone. Other correspondences to consider include silver, juicy fruits and vegetables like aloe vera and melon, night blooming flowers, plants that grow in water, and plants associated with divination such as mugwort, wormwood, and passion flower. Note, many plants and crystals contain harmful and potentially toxic compounds. Always do your research. That we know here, right? Family? Always do your research before working with plants and crystals. You could also work with watery sound recording. Think crashing waves, rain, whale song, bubbling hot springs, ice sheets, etc. Okay? I have this here that someone gave me as a gift. You could get this from Amazon. You could get this from Walmart. And it's nature sounds. Okay? If you want to set the tone for your spell work, you just don't go in and just start doing spell work. You got to set the atmosphere. Make sure you have time to do your spell work, because you got to focus. You got to clear your head during the day. All right? You got to get your mind right. Y'all know that's the thing. We're going to get that on the t-shirt. Queen said get your mind right. All right? And you got to set the tone. Just like I had to set the tone before we started class, because I want us all to be in the flow. Although you may watch the recording, that sound, that vibration go out, you still going to catch the flow. You still going to get in the flow with us, right? So then we have the ocean. Then we have the heartbeat. This will be good for love spells, fertility spells, I think. Okay. Then summer night. Baby, just use your imagination. You may do a love spell. Maybe you want to, have a hot girl summer. A hot guy summer. And you do some love spells, baby, with this going on. Under the stars, making love under the stars, making love under the moon. Just be careful. Watch out for the mosquitoes, baby. Put your repellent on. Okay? Songbird. What could we do for that? Maybe you want to take an exotic trip and you're trying to manifest that exotic trip. Maybe you want exotic love. Maybe you want somebody from Jamaica. Maybe you want a Jamaican trip. That's where I want to go. Okay? Africa. I don't know. Well, this is tropical island. All I can think about is Jamaica. And there's other Caribbean islands like St. Thomas, St. Lucia, all that. Just, you may want to just do some spell work while this is going on. Just be creative. Brooke, like, I want my water to flow. This could be healing waters. Just set the tone. I'm just giving you some ideas. Okay? You could put, like the TV said, you could put music on from YouTube. Okay? You could put the fire, crackling fire sounds. You want to do some fire magic. Baby, you do you. All right? You do you. So as you put things together that correspond, you can add your own touch to it. You understand? All right? Like for instance, cornbread. Now, I ain't gonna listen. I ain't never made no cornbread from scratch. I am not ashamed. You can talk about me all you want. But honey, once I get done with that Jiffy cornbread box, and I add my ingredients to it. Oh, you gonna say, give me some of that cornbread you made. I put my twist to it. I'll never make cornbread from Jiffy. Cornbread. It's good cornbread. Just because you make it from scratch, don't be hating on me. And some people make it from scratch and they may add a little Jiffy in there. Honey, it's your cornbread. It's your cornbread. Alright? I've heard people just boasting, I make my cakes from scratch. Oh, don't bring me no box cake. Okay? Everybody can't make cake from scratch. Don't hate on me because I go get my box cake and I add a little twist in there. You think it's made homemade. You understand? What am I saying? I know you're laughing. But what I'm saying is don't downplay your stuff because you can't do it like her or him. You don't do it like them. You see it a different way. This is your craft. Okay? This is your craft. My bae said, she was telling me today, honey. She told me, she said, you got to get rid of all that love and light shit. I said, oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, this woman really want me to get in and tear some people up. I said, babe, I'll always do love and light. She just, honey, she ready. She ready to get you. She's a student. Okay? She's a student. It's complicated. I call her babe. Don't ask no questions. It's complicated. But she's a real good friend of mine. You know? Real good. And I'm a little sweet on her. It's complicated. Alright. But anyway, she was, telling me you need to get with it. Because some people need to get got. Well, we're going to learn more about that with hoodoo. Okay, when I teach that hoodoo class, y'all need to be a part of that. All right, I think it's gonna be $77.77. You gonna pay for that? Okay, go over there and pay for it. Hopefully by then, when you get ready to pay for it, have all the classes lined up, and you learn about hoodoo. All right, you'll get your certificate. But she was saying, do your magic the way spirit tell you to do your magic. You understand? Now, there are some things like the correspondences. You don't want to mix certain herbs with, other elements because they don't go together. So as you learn, as you research, as you get deeper in your craft, you'll understand those things. You can't change clockwise and the counterclockwise. Okay? That stuff is set in stone. There are certain things that you're going to have to do with cleansing. That stuff you can't change. You have to use your incense. You're going to have to use, a cleansing water. Is there certain things that you do that's set in stone for magic? That's your foundation, I like to say. But then you can add your touch. You understand? You can add your touch. That's the beautiful thing about it. So these sounds, that's just a suggestion. The music, that's just a suggestion. Okay? You may want it in total silence when you do your spell work. You may chant. Some people know different words. It's a chant. You may speak in tongues. You may sing. Okay? I think some people listen to rap music or whatever you do. You putting your energy in there. Whatever you do. You may be going like this. Somebody else can be like this over their spell work. Somebody else might be like this over their spell work. You know what I'm saying? Somebody may be like this over their spell work. Oh, yeah. But it's energy. And if it gets the job done, it gets the job done. Okay? I be like this over my spell work. I get that incense, honey. I get the that's what you getting from me. Okay, you feel that? Alright? So everybody's different. But it's magic, baby. Whatever works and it get the job done, hand it to me. Alright? If you make some good old, let's say, some good old hair oil and it's got magic in it, and maybe you was like this when you did that oil and it works, give me some of that, baby. Even if you was like this, you got some good sex magic oil and you had to get butt naked and make that oil like the spirit told you to make it, hey, and it worked and I get what I want, send me the butt naked oil. I want the butt naked oil. Because it worked. Like, she specializes in that butt naked oil. He specializes in that butt naked oil. I want it. How you make your butt naked oil? I be butt naked and I chant. You know what I'm saying? Give me that oil, honey. Anybody got some butt naked oil? Let me know. I don't discriminate. Male or female, honey. Put that energy in it. Come on. You may dance around your stuff. Whatever works for you. Okay? And everybody, you got to understand. I know we laughing, but everybody is different because they come from different. Our bloodlines are different. You may have Native American. You may have Haitian. Some people have Afro-Latina. Some people have, Nigerian, Ethiopian, Caribbean. Okay? You may have there's people that's, the pagans, the Celtic, and all of that. I'm not too knowledgeable about that. We have Wiccan and all of that. So whatever that looks like in your bloodline, that's what's going to work. That's what makes us so different. That's what makes it so beautiful. And that's what makes it really powerful. Okay? You may be a witch with head wraps. You may be a witch with pointed hat. Okay? You may be Caucasian, Puerto Rican, African, Egyptian, Indian, whatever your race is, wherever you are, baby. A witch is a witch is a witch. Give me the butt naked oil. Somebody gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna make this butt naked oil for this woman because she keep talking about it. But I'm just saying, work your magic. Tell me about it. I support. I need some oil. I can't be the only one making stuff. You got some gifts in you too. Y'all got some gifts in y'all too. All right, and it may be a certain way you do your candle magic. It may be a certain way you do the blessing of a home. It may be certain things you tell people how to manifest their abundance. All right, Babe was talking about, she told me today, she said, if you going to be in this thing, she is something, y'all. I know she going to be like, is she talking about me during class? Yes. Yes, I'm talking about you, babe. She's talking about, you going to have to sacrifice a chicken. Oh, my God. I said, what, babe? She said, okay. You're going to have to, come on. If you're going to do this, you're going to have to do. I'm like, oh. So she grew up with it. Okay, she grew up with it. Her daddy was cold with it. And so she ready to cut chicken heads off and do sacrifices and shit. I just came in here from church. She in there chopping off. Can you imagine? She in there chopping off heads. Come on in. And I just came in with from church. I'm new to this. That's how I was today. I said sacrifice. I don't know about that. I'm the church girl. I'm scared. I'm clutching my Bible. We gotta cut the chicken head off. How about you do it? She like, no. Come. I'm just having a scenario in my head. Come here, quick, come. I chop it, you catch the blood. Can you imagine? Another episode of The Craft. Funny. The comedy, The Craft. Give me a starring role, baby. Because this going to be funny, my ass is. I'm just saying. But like she was saying, nobody can do your magic like you. And there's certain things you're going to have to do. And she right. I'm going to have to get in there. She said, your ancestors did this. And hey, is this the fact of me cutting off the head of a chicken? I love chicken now. I ain't got no problem with kill. You know what I'm saying? But it's the blood and the gore and the thing moving in your hand. And you got it. I'm stressed out. I'm not a butcher. All right? I'm a lover, not a butcher. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, but just so y'all know, you understand, there's going to be things that's going to stretch you. All right? There's going to be things that you're going to have to do. No way of getting around it. But just be thankful that you can customize it for whatever spirit have you do. Everybody's going to specialize in something different. All right? It's not going to be alike. And I can't wait till we have a conference or a physical meetup. I can't wait till we're able to do those things and then bring everybody from all over, all of y'all all over, and we have a big conference for spiritual workers. So you know that conference will be off the chain. I'm going to do this. I'm going all the way. That just came to me. Can you imagine? I don't even know if there's such thing as a witches convention. But I'm going to have it. And it's going to be big. And it's going to be amazing. And it's going to be a blessing. All right? So, mark it down this day. I said it. It's going to happen. All right. We're right at an hour. And I said it wasn't going to be long. I can run my mouth. Hey, spirit has its way. So that's it. Okay, that's your bonuses. about the moon magic, the moon phases, the symbols. There are more symbols out there. Please be my guest to look on YouTube, research further, and learn these symbols. Okay? And there's some other things that I'm going to teach in another setting. I can't even think of the name right now. But those are some of the main symbols, and it's good to know. It's good to know. If you have any questions, any comments, please post it right under this video. All right. Okay. I was talking a lot about doing magic the way Spirit tells you to do magic. Your magic is not going to look exactly like the next person. It may be similar, but it's going to be different. And that's what I want for the School of Magic. I want everybody to get the foundation, get the basics, but work in their flow. All right? So with that being said, I am using Believe in Your Magic. This is one of my first Oracle decks that I purchased. Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck. Okay, Amanda Lovelace. I'm showing y'all this, so if you want to go on Amazon to get it, please be my guest. It's a very fun, beautiful deck. You want some decks that's mystical, magical, just my suggestion. All right. Then you want some decks that's fun. Okay. Then you want some decks that's serious. Okay, like this is very uplifting. Okay. In the light. Well, what my base say, Tiyi, you gonna shit, boy, she's something else. Okay, so this is my Love and Light deck. And when I purchased this deck, I just got this deck. I've been watching it a long time. When I first saw it, I said, ooh, I was scared. I wasn't ready. I never thought I would get, but I love this deck. Okay, I'm in love with this deck. So it's different decks that you may get. You know, this is, it took me a minute to get this because it got the name Witch on it. All right. All right, and it's a melanated woman. Okay. This is fun and powerful. Okay, and it's like gangster to me. These cards are like gangster. You heard what I said. And you'll find in some of your decks, you know, they'll cuss a little bit. Every one of these decks have personality. So switch it up some. And the reason why I suggest that you switch it up some with your deck, you may be doing a reading for somebody for the same time, for the first time. Just imagine somebody brand new, they come to you for, you don't want to pull out this deck and scare the hell out of them. They already terrified. They over there with that palm reader, that psychic, that witch, that medium, and they the bishop. Okay, the mother in the church, they scared. You want this out first. Get something like this. Something they gonna say, oh, that's so nice. I'm just kidding. That's how it works. Okay, they get used to it, then you bring out that. All right. This right here, I'll call it my raw. And we're gonna do a class on these cards. But I'm just, giving you an idea of what I'm talking about. These right here, they ain't playing with you. I'm just saying. So switch it up. Be open when you get your decks. Okay, so this one is fun. Colorful. Gonna make you smile, feel good. I'm gonna ask Spirit. Let me add another incense. And then we'll be done. Hopefully. I know I'm going to speak this. That every time this video is watched, doesn't matter how many people watch it, it's going to resonate. One of these cards is going to resonate with every student that come across this course, that watch this course. I want everybody to be blessed by the readings that I'm doing. If you hear, Spirit got something for you. Okay? So how can we believe in our own magic, Spirit? General reading for the students. For students and myself. Here we go. That's our first card. And I'm going to use the book so I won't be rattling on. I teaching this class. I'm really having a good time. It's priceless. I'm really appreciative for y'all entrusting me to be your teacher and to sit here and listen to my craziness. Because I don't know, get a little crazy. But we're going to have fun. I'm going to be me. You can be you. You understand? One day we're going to be doing these things live. Okay? That's not. Okay? Personality. You'll see why. Your first card that came out is Throne. Your potential is endless. And that goes with what I said. Read. Study. Stay open. Okay? Stay open because you don't know how Spirit wants to use you and bless you so that you can bless the world. Throne. Your potential is endless. If this resonates with you, please put it in the comment section and let me know what Spirit is saying to you. At the risk of sounding cliche-ish, you can do anything you put your mind to. You are a mighty queen or king who is complex enough to be both gentle and valiant, just and magnificent, or any combination you should ever long for. The reason they tell you that you cannot have it all is because they are afraid you will become even more dangerous than you already are. You can do this. All right? Next card is gold. Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden, golden, gold. Living my life like it's golden. Oh, I said I wasn't going to get carried away. Okay, let me get back. Gold. You don't need someone else to fix you. It said what it said, boo. Bruh. You don't need someone else to fix you. Someone is trying to convince you that you're broken beyond repair. Unless you accept their helping hand, of course. If someone offers to fix you, quote unquote, some part of you, it's not because they're being selfless or kind. They know that you're in a vulnerable place and they want to make you entirely dependent on them. Tell them no thank you, quote unquote. You know exactly how to put the gold in your own cracks. And so that's what they do in Asia. They have they repair and put the gold in the cracks of the mugs or the ceramics. You know, you don't need nobody else to fix you. You can do it. You can be your own healer. You can be your own teacher. You can be your own. You can be all of that. Be people like myself along the way to help you, to assist you, to pull out what's already in you. This is already in you. What? It's already in me, yes. And it still stands with what we learned in church. Okay, you was a prophet from your mother's womb. You understand? You're a healer from your mother's womb. Before you were even formed in your mother's womb, Spirit knew you, Creator knew you, God knew you. I'm just here to wake you up. I'm just here to activate those gifts. I did that when I was a pastor. I worked with prophets. I know when I see a prophet. So those gifts that I had then, I just carried over to this side, and it's even more powerful, I think, because of what I'm learning, and plus I'm working with my ancestors. Baby, unstoppable. So you don't need nobody to fix you. Fix your damn self. I said what I said. I need help. You know how we get. Damsel in distress. I need help. When I do that, that means you just whining. Girl, stop that. Dude, stop that. Bruh, sis, bruh, stop. Get your help. You need counseling. Get your nice counseling and everything. But then once you leave that office, come home and do you some spell work. I'm just saying. Okay? You got another tool to help you get through this life. You understand? You got magic. You have magic now. You have the divine school of magic. You have me. I got you. We're going to get through this. All right. And our last card, I did say I wasn't going to get carried away. I'm about to finish, y'all. Okay. Class going to be an hour and 30 minutes because I'm acting a fool. And I did say acting. I'm acting a fool. This is good, y'all. Didn't I say these cards got personality? Look at this. Bitch fire. Stand up for yourself. Love it. Bitch fire. There's no better way to say it. Someone in your life, who is the someone? Get rid of them. Or put them in their place. Okay? Someone in your life is trying to burn you at the stake. Maybe you didn't give them something they wanted, or you didn't let them get away with their bad behavior. Either way, they're trying to ruin your reputation. Rest assured, your reputation will stay intact. Silence can be effective, but this is not that kind of situation. Get loud and let them have a taste of your bitch fire. Right, that made me want to say, come on. What? That just hyped me up. Say something. Throne. I'm done, y'all. Throne. Your potential is endless. Gold. All right? You don't need someone to fix you. Bitch fire. Stand up for yourself. This is your journey. This is your life. Embrace it. On a serious note, if you're just coming to the side, from religion, tradition, from a denomination, and what you're learning now, they told you will go to a burning hellfire forever and ever. Stay away from witchcraft that's not of God or whatever, keeping you from your birthright, keeping you from your inheritance, keeping you from your blessing because they're ignorant and believe the book that was handed to them, that was translated thousands of times by God knows how many people. No more. No more. This is your life. This is your season. This is your moment. It's time for you to have what you've been dreaming about. It's time for you to heal those areas you probably taking medication for, or you feel like there's no hope. What you're tapping into now, magic, spell work, that's a thing of the past. This has changed my life. I cannot begin to tell you. This, my goodness, has changed my life. I'm not going back to that bondage. And I don't want you to go back to that bondage. Believe in your own magic. Believe in yourself. Know that you're at the right place at the right time. And things may come up, and people may say things. They may come to you sideways, and it may make you feel like you're in the wrong place, or you may feel like, oh my goodness, I am going to hell. This is not, it may try to come back and get you to turn back. Please don't turn back. Don't let your emotions turn you back. Be led by Spirit. Spirit got you. Spirit got you. Tap in. Period. Okay? Okay, I got my answers oracle deck. I want to ask the deck a question, and then we're going to close out. I'm going to ask the question. Spirit, will these students become confident in their craft? Yes. That sounds like a yes to me. Explore your deeper motivation. It goes with what I just said. Explore your deeper motivations. What's motivating you to be here? When those thoughts come up in your mind to turn back, you're not doing the right thing, this is not of God. I don't know, Spirit just has me here. Explore your deeper motivation. What brought you to this place? What life-changing event brought you to this place? What piece of information did you receive that brought you to this place? What dream? I had a dream that I was spiritually initiated into the Mongol tribe. I didn't know what a Mongol tribe was. I looked it up when I woke up. My ancestors came to me in a dream and said, I'm going to teach you how to be a Mongol witch, the leader of the tribe. I have to explore that. I had to. I'm good now. I had to explore that dream over and over again when I felt like, oh my gosh, I'm going to lose all my friends. People going to look at me crazy. I had to explore that deeper place, that vision, that dream. When my ancestors came to me, it changed my life. And that's what pushes me forward. That's how we got here. This is how I was able to birth the Divine School of Magic. Started with one student. One student. And Spirit used her to push me to this place, and look at us now. So explore your deeper motivations as to why you're here. So you're going to grow confident. That's a yes for me. You're going to grow confident in your craft. All right. We're done. I hope you enjoyed the class. Please comment below. Thank you all for being here. It's just a beautiful blessing. All right. So let's close out. All right. Close your eyes. Thanks, Spirit, for the lesson. Thanks, Spirit, for the laughter. Thanks, Spirit, for the knowledge. Thanks, Spirit, for allowing us to know that we're going to be all right, that we're not alone, that our spirit team is with us, that we're strong in our craft, that we're going to stand up for ourselves. That we now know nobody is going to fix us but us. And it is well. It is well with our soul. All right, I'm going to close out. Ashe. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.